Mortals traditionally use video games to escape reality by entering worlds of whimsy in a desperate effort to bring the light of wonder to their dark, lonely lives. But instead of offering the chance to transcend the mortal experience, sporting games seek only to replicate it as realistically and mundanely as possible. In the 16-bit era, football games were often the most baffling for mortals. But then, into this tedious void appeared Mutant League Football.
It's usually pronounced football. In fact, hold this football while you talk and we can use it for the thumbnail. That way viewers will think you know what you're talking about before they, realize what this is and click away.
Hold what? Ah! The castle defenses have been breached! Burn the 7 cities of the Lakelands to ash in retaliation! Playing a football video game normally consists of little more than trying different plays at random until one play proves itself effective, and then selecting that same play over and over in the hopes of continued success. Mutant League Football offers mortals a different path. Realism is replaced with chaos, with blood and terror, as legions of vile abominations battle each other to the death on fields that transcend the very bounds of mortal reality. Gameplay now consists of trying different plays at random until one play proves itself effective, and then selecting that play over and over in the hopes of continued success. But it is in the results of these plays that Mutant League Football sets itself apart. A perfectly caught football pass is irrelevant if the recipient is immediately slain by his adversary. Numerous such atrocities may be committed to thin out the ranks of the opposing mutant squadron, most of which involve some manner of exploding football. The dead are forever lost, every trace of their memory sunk into the earth with the remains of their wretched flesh, thus slaughtering opponents until they can no longer field enough players for a viable squadron becomes a powerful strategy. Or, should the situation on the field grow insufferable, the mutant officiating the game can be bribed or even torn apart himself in gleeful mockery of mortals' naive ideas of justice. How limiting regular football games are in comparison, where the arbitrary dictates of a fallible official are treated as unwavering law. The Mutant League is made up of 5 terrifying player types: the lightweight skeletons, powerful trolls, maneuverable insectoid alien creatures, fleet-footed automatons, and some sort of small-headed, glowing-eyed, giant human. Learning how to make use of each creature adds a layer of strategy unthinkable in games where every player is a dull, living human. After playing Mutant League Football, to even look upon a human player will make mortals retch in disgust, as if poisoned by the odious waters of the well of mottled flesh. The players of the Mutant League, on the other hand, are each possessed of distinct, colorful personalities, thanks to the thoughtful prose of lead writer Michael Humes. In Humes' skillful soliloquies, the players reveal an appetite for carnage and violence that would leave players of normal sporting games gibbering and convulsing in terror. The game also deserves recognition for being one of only a handful of Sega Genesis titles to openly advocate for undeath. Mutant League Football shows mortals a tantalizing glimpse of a world where anything is possible, where even the set-in-stone rules of a sporting game can be remade to suit their own ends. But in reality, there is no Mutant League, no escape from the mundane. Sporting games will continue to clamber over one another in their annual battle to create the most authentically boring version of mortal existence possible. And reality is ever the enemy of joy. Thus, in providing this brief vision of a fantastic world freed from the shackles of mortals' empty lives, Mutant League Football ultimately only emphasizes those chains' terrible weight. I think that's enough.
Okay. Let's try the thumbnail again.
Oh, very well. Oh! What are these unsolicited missiles?
They are footballs. And that was our last one. Do you even know what football is?
I know what everything is. But no matter. I will simply cast Identify Projectile. We shall soon know the truth of things.